When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Jayhawks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake jumped. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just wondered how the weather conditions would affect ball security in this.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Right on the money. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's got some space.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, better look out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And after the 3-spot guys were all tied up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a crease. It's Galladay. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air. It's Nelson. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your bet.
Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Makes the grab. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. With the run on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Get ready.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Trying to bull his way in. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Got room to work. Got the first down himself. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Spins it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Harper. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Patterson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got out of trouble and throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it set up on the outside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room. It's Galladay. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Turns it loose. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
One more snap coming before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Jayhawks in the hurry up.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The give to the tailback. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Keeps it on the draw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We reach the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Marshall. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And the Jayhawks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Looking for a big gain. Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing moving 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Now, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Bring in the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not.
He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Jayhawks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One more play to pad the stats. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this